Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday. Fix the camera a little bit. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. I am going to do my weekly forecast for this week, September 9th through the 13th of this week. So hang in there. Here we go. Well, first of all, the energies that are going to govern this week will be Uranus, Neptune, and Mars. And please remember, I am not a modern astrologer, so you will not hear me say things about conjunctions or trines or this or that. We do have some lovely conjunctions and trines going on, and also some that will test ourselves. But I'm an ancient astrologer. If you want that, you can go to a modern astrology page and find that information. We start off the week with days of caution, and this is for September 9th, 10th, and 11th. We take Uranic energy takes place, and so with that kind of energy, expect shocking news, expect earth changes news, things about earthquakes, volcanoes, weird weather, electricity, strange and the bizarre. Usually NASA and SpaceX make the news. Usually they're launching something at this time. Even they don't realize they're under this energy. ET news, UFOs, good time if you're a paranormal investigator. Look into the sky. You will not be disappointed. This also takes on a humanitarian issue as well, and that's probably Dorian, the aftermath in the Bahamas. A lot of humanitarian aid is coming for them. Aeronautical issues will make the headlines. This also rules astrology, electronics, computers, new phones. This is the perfect time if you're going to purchase a new TV, a new phone, a new computer, a new laptop, new stereo, even purchasing plane tickets. You can't get any better than this energy that's coming starting tomorrow. Good time to invest in electronics. After all, Aquarius rules electronics. Now we do have a full moon in Pisces on September 13th and 14th. It's at 9:33 p.m. On Friday night for us West Coasters, 12:33 a.m. for the East Coast, and for people overseas, like in Europe, it will probably hit at 3:33 a.m. No, let's see, they're five hours ahead. So 5:30 in the morning, 5:30 or 6:30 in the morning for our friends across the pond. So the full moon does kind of cuts into a whole different time zone for each and every person wherever you're located. But for us here in California, it is on Friday the 13th, and it's going to be a fun, spooky time, as I've mentioned earlier in my newsletters. And I will talk a little more about that through house and sign probably in my next broadcast. Let me bring it back up. Okay, on Saturday, September 14th of 2019, Mercury and Venus are both moving out of Virgo, and they're going to move into the loving and diplomatic sign of Libra. So our communication is going to improve. It's going to give us more tact. It's going to give us more diplomacy. We're going to speak better to others. We won't be as critical, because Virgo was the sign of critical. And souls that are born with this placement, Mercury in Libra, for you guys, it's all about equality. It's also about justice in some ways, because Libra rules the justice system. But people with this placement, it is about equality. It's about balance, and it's about harmony. And this is actually a very beautiful placement for this sign. The only downfall to this would be, actually, there is no downfall. There's one to the Venus in Libra, there's a downfall, but to this placement, there isn't really a downfall. This is actually the most beautiful placement for these stars to be. Libra is the interior designer, the natural born psychologist. It rules the legal system. It also rules the metaphysical world. They will choose their words very wisely, very beautifully, and can make great writers, poets, screenwriters, columnists. They have a way of making their words very sweet. Beautiful placement. Now, souls born with a Venus in Libra, it's a very beautiful placement as well. It's all about maintaining the harmony in the realm of love, marriage, partnerships, and contracts. And they will speak with beauty and grace as well. They're very supportive of others, and they offer balance when it's needed. And this is like one of the most beautiful placements for Venus to be. The only downfall with this is, and it's quite common in younger souls. It's quite common in younger souls, but younger Libras seem to be more prone to drinking and religious pursuits. So try not to go there if you fall possible. Spirituality is fine. Religion, not so much. For my magical folk, this is going to be a very interesting week for a great many of us. The moon is still waxing, so it's all about bringing things to us still. And like I said, the first part of the week, it's about spells for friendship and new acquaintances and meeting new people. I am so sorry. And meeting new people. People driving me crazy. Anyway, the next few days, it's about doing spells for friendship, meeting new people, new social environments will be blessed under this. Now, the full moon is coming in Pisces, and so what things we as humans and witches can conjure. Magical work involving clairvoyance, tarot, angel energies, the spirit world, and the paranormal are all going to be blessed. In fact, communicating with the dead, seances, the dream world, your dreams will become more vivid and they will be hidden messages within them. So if you are one of those people that dreams a lot, there's messages coming in those dreams. Remember that Pisces rules the subconscious. It is the oldest sign in the zodiac, and it is the 12th house of the subconscious mind. So with that being said, for many, we could have many breakthroughs at this time, and for others, we may fall into that Neptunian realm of illusions, delusions, and drug abuse and addiction. But on a more positive note, this is the perfect time for doing spells to heal ailments of the feet, the lymph nodes, and getting rid of addictions is great to do magical work for things that are addicting. Cigarettes, alcohol, pills, pot, whatever. This is a great time to break those addictions. We had a new moon back a few weeks ago in Virgo, and Virgo was about cleanliness, about good health, about getting checkups. And I had mentioned a week ago or 2 weeks ago that is a time, it is a time when we're to get our act together, get on the right track health-wise. We may have had some slip-ups the last few weeks, but this moon coming, Pisces, in its positive, is wanting you to rid yourself of the things that serve you no purpose, psychologically, physically, mentally, spiritually. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But that is your weekly forecast for September 9th through the 9th, or September 9th through the 15th. Sorry. I am going to talk about the full moon forecast for everybody too. I might as well do this in one shot because I don't think I'm going to have time to do this later. My kids are taking me to see the movie It today. So, yay. So the full moon is in Pisces, and Pisces, this is a very complex sign. Like I said earlier, it's one of the oldest signs in the zodiac. This energy will have its positive and its negative effects on all of us as human beings. It will affect the water signs the most: Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or those of us who have a moon in Pisces, an ascending in Pisces, a dragon's head in Pisces, even a dragon's tail in Pisces will be affected by this energy. I have a dragon's head in Pisces, so this energy will affect me, especially in my third house. Like I said, this energy is positive and negative, so anytime we're dealing with a full moon in Pisces, this is the religious sign. Pisces, it's not an accident. They have chosen the fishes as their symbol for Christianity. Think about where all religions have come from. Now we're going into astrogeography, but think about it. Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Middle East. Pisces rules the Middle East. Pisces rules religion. Now, when you have the full moon in Pisces, you will see global unrest, probably due to religious reasons around the world. This energy, though, makes our perception a little more cloudy and a little more dreamy. We kind of feel like we're in a fog more. Unfortunately, with displacement, drugs, alcohol, and addiction issues are very, very common, along with suicide. Now, this is not a good time to start drinking. If you are feeling depressed, I suggest getting out into nature, going for a walk, going to the water, but don't sit in a bar and drink. That's not going to be the answer to anything. And usually religion comes up somehow. It either takes a hit or it makes headlines in some way. So stay tuned for that. With this energy as well, you see floodings, you see drownings. I mentioned suicide. Hospitals, jails, institutions. This is the placement of suicide and suicidal thoughts. It's water energy. It's depression. It's deception. It's illusions. It's delusions. Those are all the negative aspects of this full moon. And Pisces always brings chaos in the Middle East. So I think there'll be some religious nuts that have no problem blowing up people and themselves for their beliefs. Unfortunately, that's the spirit of the world these days. On to a more positive note, though. Let's talk about the positive, because I always like to start with the negative and end with the positive. When we deal with the full moon in Pisces, we usually deal in the realm of music and the art. So this is a good time to go see a concert, go to the movies like I'm going to do today. Get out there and enjoy the Pisces. Pisces rules Hollywood. It rules acting, actors, actresses, and the arts. So get out there. This rules pedicures and foot massages as well. So if you want to go get your pedicure and have a foot massage, it's all blessed under these stars. The one thing I don't recommend you doing is buying any new shoes. In the end, it's not like it's a Pisces new moon. It's a Pisces full moon. You're going to buy shoes that are either going to sit in your closet and you're never going to wear, or they're going to hurt your feet. Not good energy to buy new shoes in. Like I said earlier, many of us will have major breakthroughs with this energy through the 12th house of hidden secrets and forbidden knowledge. All of this can be found right now. And this is a great time to see your spiritualist, your mystic, your psychic, your astrologer, which is myself. But I do want to warn you. Hold on, I'm expecting a text, so. I want to warn you, this is also the time when, how do I say it? How did I say it let me bring up my forecast and see how I said it. It's a time when charlatans are around and they come out of the woodwork and they feast on your naive perspective of life and Neptunian souls. So if you are looking for a psychic or someone who can speak to the dead or a clairvoyant, please contact me, because I do know the real ones from the fake. And that's why a lot of psychics don't like me, because I can smell bullshit a mile away. It's written in your stars whether you have gifts or not. This is an absolute excellent time to rid yourself of all those bad habits that don't serve you. Like I said earlier in my broadcast here, you need to tap into your higher consciousness now and give your body this rest. Give your body a rest from the chemicals and the stuff you put into your body: pot, booze, cigarettes, fast food, bad food, processed food, drugs, whether illegal or prescription. You need to use Pisces high spiritual energy to do other things that are more spiritual for in the realm of Pisces, like meditation, doing yoga, listening to really beautiful music, going to the waterfront, whether that's the beach or the ocean or the river or the lake or the stream or even the pool, or taking a warm bubble bath. Juicing, fasting is blessed under these stars as well. And let's remember, what does Pisces rule the most out of everything? Out of drugs and oil. Oil's another thing that Pisces rules, the oil industry. We may hear about oil prices rising because of certain things, maybe an oil spill. God, I hope not, but you never know. Think about what Pisces rules the most and what our body needs, what our body is 70% made of. Water. Flush your system out. Drink tons of water during this time. Instead of drowning yourself with alcohol, drown your system with water. Flush out the toxins. I've talked to people who have done like a 48-hour flush of their system where they drink 1 full gallon of water a day. I know that's a lot of water, but do you know, they've told me after 2 days of doing that, how better they feel, how less bloated they are, they have more energy, they don't feel as lethargic. Water is life. Remember that. As my native brothers and sisters say, mine wikone, water is life. We need it. The planet needs it. Water, H2O. Drink up, my friends. Speaking of water, all that talk of water has made me so thirsty. Good old water. Okay, last but not least, this is your forecast by house and sign, and we're going to start with Aries. And Aries, this is going to be a difficult full moon for all of us. Every sign is going to be tested, okay? I'm not going to come on here and give you false hope and sugarcoat anything. This is a tough moon that's coming. And like I said, the water signs will be the most affected emotionally, psychologically, and even physically. Most water signs are going to, if you have friends who are Cancer, they're going to become even more moodier. Same with Scorpio. Same with Pisces. So know that those energies are around, and know that they will go away in time. They won't stay there for long. But Aries, you need to try and not let past mistakes make you depressed. Like I said before, there's no future in your past, and this full moon energy is taking place right in your 12th house, your subconscious, your mind. And the next few weeks are going to be a time to look deep within yourself, Aries, and see how you can learn from your past mistakes, not dwell on them, because there's no future in your past, Aries. Don't dwell on them, but learn from them. Learn where you went wrong. Learn how you can do better. Learn how you can be better. And then progress forward. Because the next new moon that comes is in your 7th house, and it's in Libra, and it's going to be better days ahead. Okay, Aries? So hang in here there. The next 2 weeks are going to be rough. Taurus. This is in your 11th house of friends and wishes, and social issues might become bigger problems, especially for those Aries or for those Tauruses that are stubborn and don't want to communicate. You're only hindering your own self when you do that. You may find that friends are going to stab you in the back, and you need to stay away from deceitful people, because for the next few weeks you're a magnet for them. Gemini. Well, Gemini, challenges are going to come into your 10th house. Your 10th house is your career and your accomplishments, and nothing's going to go right the next 2 weeks. So this is not the time to apply for a new job, look for a new career. This is a time to sit back, regroup, refocus, reorganize, and plan for the next new moon in Libra, which will be on the 28th of September. And just be patient, sit back, relax. Don't make any drastic changes to your career. Cancer. Cancer, this is not a good time to go against like any kind of law of any sort. The law will not be on your side. So chances of Cancer getting it, if you speed, you're going to get a speeding ticket. Okay. Foreigners may also bring you added stress at this time. So plans are going to have to be postponed. And so will studies. Maybe you're taking on an extra study. Things are going to have to be postponed for now and replanned. Like I said with Gemini, just have some patience. Now, Leo, I'm a little worried about Leo, and here's why. Okay. I foresee Leo having some drama coming their way, and there's going to be some issues with maybe finances, maybe someone passing away that you know. I need my Leos to be strong, but unfortunately there is drama coming for you, Leo. You need to be strong, and always know I'm always an email or a message away. Okay? Know that. I'll try and help as much as I can. Virgo. Virgo, problems are going to arise on the domestic front. This is taking place in your 7th house, marriage. No, let's see. Yes, marriage, contracts, partnerships. So things on the domestic front are going to be needing change. If you don't make those, the stars will make those changes for you, whether you like it or not. Do not sign any contracts right now, because we're going into a full moon, or you will regret it in the end. This can also represent not necessarily marriage issues, but partnership. This can mean business as well, an issue with a partner in business. Like I said, don't sign any contracts after the full moon, but also reevaluate your business associates and see if they're really serving you in a way, that meets your standards, because Virgo has very good work ethics and high standards. So it's time to reevaluate things, Virgo. Libra. Now, Libra, there's going to be a lot of stress coming to you with your job, and this is where health issues are going to arise. So Libra, I need you to take some time for yourself, kick back, put your feet up, and the key here, Libra, is relaxation is key. Don't get all stressed out over things you have no control over. Scorpio. Well, Scorpio, you're going to have to do a lot of cleanup, and attention will be needed in the realm of your love, your romance, and your children's sector. You may get added stress from lovers or partners, or even your children may bring you added stress at this time. If you continue to ignore this, the problems won't go away. They're just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So deal with the problems head on now. Do the cleanup now for a better forecast next month. Sagittarius. Well, Sagittarius, stress is going to come into the home area, home, emotions, mother. Your mother may need some help at this time. She may need attention. This also has to deal with real estate matters, so either a possible moving might be on the agenda, but some added stress is going to come into your domestic sector, which is the 4th house of home, family, emotions, other. So hang in there. Sagittarius. Nope, we already went to Sagittarius. Capricorn. Capricorn. Anytime you have this energy cruising your 3rd house, you are going to have bad news coming by mail, phone, or internet. Capricorn, like Libra, has a tendency to like to self-medicate themselves with either religion or alcohol or drugs. Try not to do that, Capricorn. I'm speaking as a Capricorn myself. Whatever's coming my way in the mail, so be it. But you need to focus on avoiding depression and getting out, like I said earlier, with other signs. You need to get out into nature. Capricorn forgets that you have a fish tail. You are the sea goat of the zodiac. You are an earth sign, but you also take on the energies of water. And I'm a very rare Capricorn, because either most Capricorns are either completely religious or completely atheist. But I've evolved into a Capricorn that has learned to use my metaphysical fishtail to my advantage. With that being said, get out into nature, go swimming, do something to get your mind off of the bad news that's going to come your way. And don't over-medicate yourself with booze or drugs, because that is not the answer. Hang in there, Cappy. Aquarius. Now, Aquarius, you're going to have some added expenses coming. Financial issues are going to bring added stress at this time. But know that the next 2 weeks, it's a time to rebuild and regroup and replan everything. Might even want to take a look at your finances and see how you can do things better. Focus on what you need more than on what you want. Okay, Aquarius, be practical buying. Buy what you need, not what you want. We all want things, but there are some things that we need. Try to make an estimated decision. Is this a necessity, or is it something I want for myself? There's nothing wrong with wanting things for yourself, but if you're on a budget, you can't do that. Pisces. Now, out of the whole zodiac, this is right on you, Pisces, and this is probably going to kick Pisces' butt the most, okay? This energy is right on you, and it's against you too, okay? The next 2 weeks, you're going to be tested to your limits, Pisces, and Pisces is very known for escapism, going into a fantasy world, the realm of alcoholism. You know, Pisces have a heavy thirst either for booze or water. I have friends who are Pisces that don't drink at all, and they drink a lot of water. But then I have those Pisces friends that when the going gets tough, the tough crawl into a bottle of booze, and that is never the answer. So Pisces, fix what you can change. Don't judge what you can't change. Everything in life is a test and a trial, okay? You take it one day at a time. Get to the water, Pisces, because that is going to regenerate your soul and your spirit. I want to wish everyone a very blessed full moon harvest coming. The next few weeks will be trying for many of us, but we can look forward to a beautiful Libra new moon on September 28th to make things right again. So check out my weekly forecast, and all of you out there, I wish you a happy, happy Sunday. I will try and get back on this thing some other time. I'm off to go to the movies to watch it. Have a great Sunday. I'll see you all later. Ciao, Bella.